That's so much better.
Yeah.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? BP Hero coming back at you today with a little bit of Easton content here. And what we're working with is the 2021 Easton Fireflex 240 Endloaded model. Big thanks goes out to my guy Brian Shimmer for getting us this so we could check it out. It's our usual softball field, that is basically 290 all the way around. And we're hitting a mix of everything for this video. 52s, 44 400s, Pro M's and Classic M's. Since we had the tournament that he needed it to pass compression for out of the way, we went ahead and started free swinging with this thing with whatever we felt like throwing at it. This bat is approved for USSSA, NSA, and ISA play, and it features the new USSSA 240 stamp. Once we catch up to it on the softball field here, it is at the 60 to 70 swing mark when we're getting the day started. It is a 27 ounce, and I did feel that it did swing true to weight in that regard. It is listed as having a ½ ounce of Endload, and I do feel that is accurate as well. Maybe just a touch more, but you'd have to be really picky to debate that. And the 12-inch barrel on this was a little bit tight, which is become to be a normal thing for most of the 240 bats that we have swung so far this year. But I will say, even maintaining the tight feel, the sweet spot was still a pretty decent size, and most of the barrel was usable as well. As usual, this is a two-piece bat. Nothing out of the normal there. Felt like the same old handle that's been on their bats for years. So nothing new to mention in that regard, but I did want to mention it in case anybody had any questions. With this little dab of stuff out of the way, we're just going to make a quick trip over to the labs, and then we'll head back to the field. So brand new in the wrapper, I was surprised to see this thing coming in at the 265 mark. That did surprise me a little bit. And after the initial round of BP that we put on this day, Brian needed it to pass for a tournament that he had coming up, so we didn't want to get too carried away. This was after about 40 swings with 52s, and then another 20 or so with Pro M's and Classic M's. It dropped almost 15 pounds of compression fairly fast, so we didn't really know what to expect, so we just kind of put the brakes on because it was hitting well already. So we just kind of put the brakes on until we needed it to get through this tournament, and then we were able to get some more swings on it. And then here it is after about the 100 more swings we got on it. So collectively, it had about 150-ish swings on it by the end of it, with 52s and 44s. And I will say that these seem to be maintaining compression really well. Another one of the guys that hits with this that you have seen in a couple of the videos already, and will be in some more coming up, has one that he's been gaming, and he's up to 300 swings on his, and it's just about at this same spot of compression. So this one seems to be doing a good job of coming down in compression and holding a little bit. I'm not going to guarantee that every bat's going to do that, but it seems that the two that we have are doing a good job of holding so far, at least. And just a quick look up and down this thing after we got our rounds in with it. No webbing, no cracks, no seams, nothing like that to mention, but I did want to get some close-ups just to kind of talk about it, just in case there was anything that stuck out to the eye, but this thing was squeaky clean. You could have took a magic eraser to it and never would have known it had been swung. Short, quick, and to the point with this trip to the labs, and now we're going to head back to the field. So overall, I did like this bat. It didn't blow me away quite like some of the other 240s have. I really like the Freak 23. I really like the Freak 9R, which you'll be seeing on the channel soon. There's been a handful of bats that have this new 240 standard that I really like. Like I said, this one was good, but not quite up to par with the rest of those, I feel like. If you're an Easton guy, you will enjoy this, but if you're open to swinging whatever, I would probably go with something else, just personally. So while I'm not going to get wild and give this thing a stamp of approval, I'm not going to say don't try it either. A couple of the things that did impress me with this thing was the fact that it did swing pretty smooth. Something weighting-wise to compare it to would maybe be a Blue Line. It had that same really, really smooth feel through the zone. And even for the barrel being a little bit tight, like I said, the whole thing was usable, which I did find nice. Most of the time when you get a barrel that's really stiff, the sweet spot usually translates to be extremely small as well, but that wasn't the case with this. But I just felt, given the compression that this was at, the performance should have been maybe a little bit better, and the sound was pretty blah as well. So if you're an Easton guy, definitely pick one of these up, or if you're just curious to try something else, this would be worth trying. But in the BP Heroes' opinion, there's definitely better options out there. But that's it. That's all I got for this one, guys. Kind of short, quick, and to the point with this review. Thanks for stopping in and checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, be sure and go down below after the video is over and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications so you get a notification every time I post a new video. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero will catch you next time. And buy a stinking hat already.
Three here. Finish for me. Top spin into the gap.
I know.
Yes, sir. Well,
I'm okay with it.
on the line.